The auditorium, so thank you for your patience, everyone who's been waiting, and we'll restart. Welcome to the Laval Junior Open House Evening. My name is Mr. Ruggi. I'm the principal at Laval Junior Academy. To my right is Madame Rollin, who is the principal at Laval Senior Academy. The schedule for the evening, the first portion of the evening is the presentation here in the auditorium, approximately 25 minutes. And then after the presentation, you will have a maximum of 1 hour to get through the school to visit the different locations. The two presenters are myself and Madame Rollin. And I want to remind everybody the safety protocol for the evening. As you know, you had to pre-register to attend this session. Thank you for doing so. It is limited at 250 people as per the restrictions from the Santé Publique. We ask that you wear your mask at all times throughout the evening here in the auditorium and as well during the tour. Thank you for sanitizing your hands when you came into the school, and there are sanitizing stations throughout the school as well, so we ask that you sanitize your hands often. And please follow the directional arrows that are on this map that's in your package. And as well, you'll find when you exit the auditorium on your tour, you'll find red arrows that are on the walls. And as well, if you look on the floor during your tour, you'll see little footsteps that tell you which direction to go. And it's very important that you follow those directions, because one of the conditions from the Santé Publique is that the tour be one directional. You can only go in one direction during your tour. You cannot go backwards. So rest assured that from this point onwards, when you leave the auditorium, you'll be able to see all of the stops, but you must always go forward. You cannot go backwards. We ask that you maintain physical distance as much as possible. You are right now in a family bubble and you're spaced out in the auditorium. So as much as possible as well during your tour, please maintain your physical distance. And you'll notice throughout the school that there is some security personnel on hand, and they're there to monitor that the safety procedures are being followed. So, Laval Junior Academy, we are a junior high school for grades 7 and 8 students. We offer a regular education path, an enriched education path, a concentration path, and Sport Études program. We also offer special education programs, an academic consolidation, and a diversified path program. And I'll explain what all of these programs are all about in about a minute. There are also detail about these programs in the package that you received when you walked in this evening. Our school hours are from 8:25 a.m. to 2:57 p.m. And all our class periods are 75 minutes, and each day there are 4 periods per day. So here's a bit of a description of the programs that we offer. So we'll start with the regular program, and you can see in the regular program, this is a program that all students can be part of, and it can include enriched classes in mathematics, French, or English. But generally, the regular program has the following courses. It has mathematics, French, English, science. In secondary 1, there's geography, and in secondary 2, it's history. There's physical education. Then students need to choose between art, drama, or music as an elective. And finally, there's the ethics and religious culture course, which has been in the news recently as the government wants to change that course. So there is 1 more year of ethics and religious culture, and in 2 years' time, it will be replaced by a new course. In the center of the screen, you can see the enriched program. So these are all of the same courses that are in the regular program. However, students can be in mathematics, English, or French enriched. They can have 1 of the 3 as enriched, 2, or all 3, depending on their academic qualifications. And finally, to the right, you can see the concentration programs. So here, once again, it can include enriched classes in English, French, and math. And it has all of the same courses as the other programs, with the exception of ethics and religious culture. And you can see that ethics and religious culture is combined with English. Here are the different concentration programs that we offer at Laval Junior. And I want to specify before I explain each of the programs that all of our concentration programs continue at Laval Senior Academy. So if you choose a concentration path for your child in Secondary 1, rest assured that it can continue all the way until Secondary 5. So in the arts at Laval Junior, you can be in art concentration or music concentration. If science is what you're most interested in, you can be in a science concentration program. And this particular program requires that you also have enriched math. So you cannot be in science concentration unless you also have enriched math. And finally, in the sports programs, sports concentrations, we have ice hockey, basketball, soccer, and leadership in physical education. I also mentioned that we have special education programs. So the Diversified Path program is a low ratio class that allows students to work on a modified curriculum that matches their individual needs. So essentially, students that are in the Diversified Path program have reached the age of being in a junior high school. However, they may be 1 or 2 years behind grade level, and therefore they're put into a Diversified Path program where the academic courses that are offered to them are at their level. The CASP program focuses on socially based competencies, and it's designed for students aged 6 to 15, and of course at Laval Junior they are 12 to 15, with moderate to severe intellectual disabilities. So this is the special education class for students who have moderate to severe intellectual disabilities. If your child is a special needs student that meets the qualifications for CASP, we encourage you to visit the special education department tonight. When you leave the auditorium from the bottom left here, just on the side of the orange balloons, to your left, once you leave the auditorium, is the special education department. So we encourage you to visit that area and to also get a tour of the new wing that we've renovated, which will be opening in a couple of weeks. The low ratio program is a low ratio class for students who are academically at the grade level of everyone else. However, they require ongoing support either from a core teacher or adapted methods of instruction or support based on their IEP. I mentioned the Spotted Sud program. And within the Spotted Sud program, we have about 15 different agreements with 15 different sports federations, everything from diving to speed skating and many other sports. And so if your child is recognized as an elite athlete by a sport federation, then we encourage you to visit the Spotted Sud department tonight. And it will be just behind the auditorium here. When you leave the auditorium, you'll see it's the second stop on your tour. The Spotted Sud program is for student athletes who are recognized by a federation and who strive for excellence in a particular sport. The athletes must be registered with one of the recognized sports federations as an elite athlete. Students need to have a minimum 75% overall academic average. And the program works in such a way that the academic courses are in the morning and the training is in the afternoon after lunch. And the training is off-site. So within the Spotted Sud program, we have two large programs. One of them is the Blue and Gold hockey program, and the other one is the Escadron basketball program. Both of these programs are for high-performing student athletes in either one of those two sports, either hockey or basketball. So for blue and gold, if your child is a double letter player or a triple letter player, this is the program that you would like your child to be in, because essentially the students train 5 days per week in the afternoon. If your child is mostly interested in basketball and wants to develop as an elite basketball player, then the Escadron basketball program is where you'd like your child to be, because once again, the students train 5 days per week in the afternoon, after lunch, off-site at a training location. So I encourage you to see Mr. LeMay for more information. He's in room 140. Laval Junior Academy has many support services, including 2 vice principals, 1 for each grade level. We have 2 guidance counselors. We have several technicians that work in either individual classes or they work with the vice principal to support students in a grade level. We have many attendants that are assigned to different classes to support students. We have 4 student supervisors who supervise the hallways and interact with the students every period. And of course, we have our secretaries who are on the front line to receive your phone calls and inquiries. Our students are transported by the STL. So students who are attending Laval Junior or Laval Senior Academy have an Opus card, and the STL has reserved routes for our students, and picks up our students in the mornings and then brings them back home in the afternoon. We have a full service cafeteria, open 5 days a week, and it offers snacks for breakfast and at recess. And then at lunchtime, there's a menu of the day. There's a different hot meal every day. And there's also a snack bar for pizza and submarine sandwiches and so on. We have a full-time librarian. The library is open every day at recess time and lunchtime and throughout the day, so teachers can bring their classes to the library. Our students stay on school grounds at all times. So once your child arrives at school, they stay on school grounds until they leave at the end of the day. And all our students have their own locker. Extracurricular activities at our school occur at lunchtime and after school. There are many different activities that students can take part in. So when you go through your tour tonight, I encourage you to stop in Block C, and you'll be able to see many of the extracurricular activities that we offer. I want to mention to you that all of our after-school activities are free. There's no cost for after-school activities. So if your child wants to join the basketball team or the volleyball or cheerleading or wants to be part of a club after school, all of our after-school activities are free. We offer field trips during the regular school year, and as well we have in-school presentations. We offer workshops for our students to equip them to be successful. So one of those workshops is the study skills and organization workshops. Each class receives a workshop in September, and then another workshop, a follow-up in November. And this is all about getting organized and how to study and how to be successful as a student. We offer mindfulness workshops to all of our students. It's taking place this month in November. So this is all about taking care of your mind and your body so that you can be healthy and more successful. We have a cell phone policy that's quite strict. Students are not allowed to use their cell phones during school time. The only time that they can use their cell phone is at recess and lunch, and only in Block C or outside. So they're not allowed to use their cell phones in the hallways, in the classrooms, in the cafeteria, only at recess and lunch, in Block C or outside. And one of the other workshops that we offer, and once again it's happening this month, is the responsible use of technology. So each class receives a workshop about how to, what to do and what not to do with technology, and especially with social media. Our dress code is very simple. The students wear a black bottom and a white or black collared top. So the students have to have a collar like what I'm wearing right now. And the other option is they can wear anything that says LJA. It's very popular. More than 50% of our students have something that says LJA. So you can purchase for them a polo shirt or a hoodie. And you'll see when you go on the tour tonight, our student volunteers are all wearing something that says LJA. So they're very proud to be part of our school. We're also very proud that we communicate with parents on a daily basis. We send you emails about everything that's going on at school. We update our website every single day with whatever is going on and important information. And of course, we have a Facebook page where there as well, we highlight all of the important information that's going on. As all of the other schools in our school board do, we're also using the Mosaic portal, and that's for students and for parents. One of the things that's very unique about Laval Junior is that we have a coin recognition system. You won't find it in any other school, I'm sure. It's been a couple of years now that every year we give out, at the end of every term, either gold or silver coins to students for their achievement, for either being on the honor roll or for their success in an activity, any achievements or community involvement. So we have about 18 different categories that students can qualify for. So everything from excellence in science or math or English, or your excellence in as part of a sports team, or if you're on the honor roll, or you're simply just a good person who volunteers at school. Every term, it's one of the best days of the year for me because I go around to every class and I personally give the students their coins. So the students enjoy collecting them, and they're very proud to have these coins. They have the school logo on them, as you can see from the top, and as well the year of the coin is also minted on these coins. So now I'm going to ask Madame Rollin to give you some information about Laval Senior.
Okay, thank you. Welcome everybody. Tonight the information that I will be sharing with you is very brief because we will be having an information session at Laval Senior Academy in January for the SIG2 parents, for the SIG2 students also. But it will also be open for parents that want to come and visit. Tonight I'm here with a team. We have two vice principals with us tonight. So we have Monsieur Dubuc in SIG3. We have Mr. Vaccaro, who is actually in the back, I think. Mr. Vaccaro, do you want to wave so that we see you? There you go. I told him I would do that tonight. There you go. Ms. Vaughn is also the SEC5 vice principal. We have also one teacher per department here tonight. So when you'll be doing the tour, you'll be able to also see a Laval Senior Academy teacher if you have any questions for what happens afterwards, after Sec 1 and Secondary 2. So the pathways and the programs, they continue from Laval Junior, they continue to Laval Senior. In your package, on the second page, you will see, let me just open it. You will see here a chart that tells you exactly which program are at Laval Junior and continue to Laval Senior. So in red, you have the Laval Junior programs, and then in blue, the Laval Senior programs. And they're divided by either academics, arts, sports, or special education. So I won't go over what Monsieur Ruji said because it's the same programs. I'll talk a little bit more about the differences that we have at Laval Senior. So the first one, general and applied education, it's the same thing. So all the regular and enriched classes continue to Sec 3, 4, and 5. Our concentration program, I'll show you later, they're the same concentrations, okay? Diversified path is the same as here, so in the special education path. But what's different at Laval Senior is the work-oriented training path, pre-work training, and semi-skills. So this is for students that are coming from the diversified path that will continue at the higher level to be able to do stage hours. So when they come to the pre-work and the work-oriented training path, they have to do between 320 to 400 hours of stage work either outside of school or sometimes in the school. And they do graduate from our school with a certificate that is recognized by the Ministry of Education. The CAS program that's here with the specialized students does continue at Laval Senior, and we keep the students until they're 21 with us, okay? So if we look at the concentration programs, like I said, they're very similar, they're the same. The science concentration is for Sec 3 students. So if a student is in the science concentration in Sec 1 and 2, they're automatically transferred to the science concentration in Sec 3 if they wish to do so. Of course, they have to be in an enriched math class to be able to continue. In secondary 4 and 5, well, we don't need to have a science concentration because there's a science path. So when you go to the science path, then you're going to CEGEP in Puritan Applied or in a science path afterwards. Athletic concentrations, we have soccer, we have football, hockey, and basketball. And artistic, visual arts, music, and theater. Okay? The difference when you come to a senior high school is that in Sec 3, the students have a chance to pick one course that's different than everything else. And it's a course that they pick that they like, that they would like to try something different. So it's a 2-period course, 2 credits, and it could be weight training, yoga, basketball, intensive sports, volleyball for the girls this year that we have, introduction to computers, coding, leadership, sculpture, 2D mixed media, vocal music, digital art imaging. So these type of courses the student picks, and if we have enough students that pick it, then we open it up and it gives them a chance to see something different, depending on their goals also in life. Of course, our Sport Études program that we're very proud of continues all the way to Sec 5. And this is with the support of the Sports Federation. Like Mr. Ruji said, we have a good 15 federations right now that we're working with, we're partnered with. Well, they continue. So they go to school in the morning, and then in the afternoon period, that's when they go train in their different federation places. Yeah, spots, thank you. A lot of activities at LSA, so a lot of things at lunchtime, a lot of activities after school. So this is a sample of what's happening right now in our school. So there's a lot of clubs, sports. A student can be part of a concentration and be part of a team, but let's say a student is not in the concentration but still would like to be part of a sports team, they can still do that. Okay, so all our sports team is open to all the students in our school and the committees. A very popular one is the prom committee, because when you come to Laval Senior Academy, you're going to be graduating from Laval Senior Academy. And prom is a very important thing in secondary 5, but it's something that the students want to be part of. Student council obviously is very popular. We have right now in our school about 25 students right now tonight at LJA that are participating in the open house. So you'll see them, they're very happy to come back and help out. Oh, okay. Last thing, there's a lot of investments being done right now at LSA. So these are pictures of our auditorium. If you've known the building in the past, our auditorium was from 1960 something, I think, and now it's brand new. So we're gonna have the opening of our auditorium probably towards the end of November. And coming up in the next couple of years, we're redoing the school entrance, student entrance, atrium, study area, and a lot more. So by the time the students are coming to Laval Senior Academy, like in 3 years, 2 years, well, you'll be able to have almost a brand new building. And that's it for me, Mr. Ruji. I'll let you continue.
Okay, thank you very much. So we're almost at the end of the presentation. So I want to, first and foremost, before I give you instructions about how we're going to proceed, I want to thank you for coming to our open house evening. As Madame Rodin said, there are Laval senior students here tonight, and as well there are Laval junior students here tonight. You can see them, they're all identified with LJA or LSA. Please ask them questions. They've been waiting for you for the last couple of weeks, and they're very excited to be here and to talk to you about our school. And as well, when you go through your tour, please take advantage of the time that you have to ask questions to the teachers and so on regarding the different programs at our school. So reminder, please follow the footsteps and the red arrows on your tour. We're going to be releasing you in groups of about 25 people because that's the one of the restrictions that we have. So on the bottom right, where Mr. Di Stefano is waving to you, if you